there, because there's quite a crush behind that goal, and I think we're going to have some trouble there unless the police can act very quickly. That's been a tight little spot there way before the start of the game when the crowd came rushing in there. They've had their spots of bother there, and if we go a little to the left, you can see that there's a whole cordon of policemen up in that top corner, and because they've made a gap there in order to keep the peace, it means that people have been pushed forward, and I think the game will have to be held up for a few minutes here until that frightening congestion down there can be relieved. I think they're going to have to allow a lot of those people who are in that very congested area to come across the barrier onto the field and maybe go round to the other end where it's less congested. There were numerous loudspeaker appeals before the start to ask the 2,000 or 3,000 who were in that corner to move to areas in the field or to shift along a little bit where it was less congested immediately behind the goal. That advice wasn't heeded. And there's confusion and total confusion there at the moment. And people are now invading the pitch. And I'm bound to say, if I were on that side of the field, I would also want to get onto the pitch away from it as well. And Peter Reeves, the referee, is calling the players off the field. And that is the only sensible thing that he can do. It's absolutely pointless for the players to be standing there, and Peter Reeves has made exactly the right decision. I notice that Tommy Cavanagh's coming onto the field as well, getting Manchester United players away from that scene. And the players are being called off the field. The delay has already been some 5 minutes, and I would think it'll be a good few minutes yet before we can start again. Tommy Cavanagh calling one player away, Sammy McElroy. And now it'll be down to the police and the first aid men and the West Ham club officials to try and sort out the disorder that we see in that corner of the ground. And I'm sure the only answer is to allow people to come across that barrier and onto the field for their own safety. The police really have a thankless job there, and they've got to have a fair bit of courage, I think, and some fairly strong wills to go in there and deal with that situation. And even the West Ham manager, Ron Greenwood, now down on the field. He's been talking to police officials, but slowly but surely it seems that the police forces are getting to grips with this situation, and slowly but surely the congestion is easing behind that goal. Well, Peter Reeves and one of his linesmen coming back onto the field. The applause coming to them from the crowd. I think they appreciate what a difficult time it's been for the referee.